Hello, we're back already with more Alien Stage. Mizy's subsong, which, um, yeah, I had no expectation of this to come out. I wasn't ready for this or anything like that. So, but here we are, ready to listen, ready to get into it. It's good because I didn't upload a video this week / last week technically because the Summer Hikaru Died episode was on break. So this is a nice little video to do instead, since it should be quite short. Love the sub songs. I have been listening to a lot of them. Like on the one I got Sua's Stuck in My Head Heart. It came on the way to work the other day and it's just been stuck in my head. So it's quite fitting this one is now out. I'm trying to remember if Mizy has another sub song apart from Cure with Sua. I'm unsure. I can't remember. Maybe she does. Either way, this one looks like we're going to be getting some Mizy perspective from post Karma, which is exciting and interesting. See where her head is at. So yeah, let's just get into it. I got a lyric video up. I don't know how accurate it's going to be, but it's something, so hopefully it's fine. Let me know if the lyrics are inaccurate or if there's certain translations that work better. Please do comment them down below. So yeah, more Alien Stage. Let's get into it. The fire from the crash. Oh, it's got a very twisted feel to it. Like, this is all, I don't know. She said the thing. Title drop, the first time maybe. I love this part, the bridge. Let me take you, and I just want you to be my side. Is that a chroma? background. Yeah, I love the drums as well. They sound really good. Yeah, this is like exactly the kind of sound I was probably expecting from a Mizy sub-song post Karma. It gives me a bit of Ava Musica vibes actually. The like playful kind of creepy tone to it. It's like it kind of, to me, it kind of sounds like a song that doesn't. It's just a sound that doesn't take itself seriously, as if it's all kind of made up or doesn't matter. That kind of vibe. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like got this kind of silly feel to it, but at the same time, it is still. It does. The tone is very much serious and unnerving, unsettling for sure. I can't tell. Look ahead in the mirror, the silhouette in the mirror, in my selfish eyes, she's suffering. I can't tell if that's kind of Mizy looking at herself, obviously, because of the mirror, or whether it's like a silhouette of Sua. But I guess it would make more sense if it was Mizy herself. Like, and the fact that it's a silhouette is not actually. You can't actually see a person there. It's just a silhouette with eyes. Like, it's just like completely soulless and hollow at this point after everything that's happened. It's almost like I always get the vibe that she's wanting, like she says how I want to leave in your embrace. I can't leave you in this cruel place. It's almost like she's yearning for the Mizy that was this, the Mizy that was putting on this facade, that was that playful, happy Mizy that everyone loved, that obviously wasn't real, but it's better than whatever this is right now. She yearns for that, even though there's a part of her that definitely hated that side of her, because it was all just kind of like, I don't like to say it's an act, because it's still a part of her, whether she is pretending or not. That became one of herselves. That became her, whether she likes it or not. She has such good memories of that time, clearly. Like whether it almost doesn't really matter if it's a facade or not, because of how kind of deep rooted that personality of hers became and how ingrained in her it was. I think it's interesting. It does feel like, to me, this first part anyway, is her speaking to herself, her old self. But also it can be her speaking to Sua as well. I know there's I wonder if this is kind of reference to Ivan and Paradise, and even maybe Till of the La-Di-Da that we see as well, Mi La Vida Loca. That's probably stretching it a bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are like subtle references to Ivan and Till, maybe Huna as well, because I can't remember. I remember Mi Vida Loca, I remember Paradise, I can't remember the other sub-songs' names, because they might have been referenced here. See, when I see this line, I do think of Sua. I think of that first performance on the stage, when, because even though it's very much framed to us, that first video, as them enjoying themselves on stage, and obviously it all comes crumbling down at the end. They were very much in that, well, at least Mizy was very much enjoying that time. I fully believe that she was enjoying herself on stage singing with Sua, even though she knew what was going to happen. There's that other side of it that has that ignorance that even she convinced herself to believe. Yeah, obviously she does feel, I mean, that's the whole thing, is that she doesn't feel like the rebellion's plan was right, letting these people die for a greater good, for a greater cause. It doesn't register with her. So you want to see heart as well. I thought of Sua instantly as well. Yeah, turn back time to when I was holding you. This second part is very clearly Sua-directed. And this, it kind of reminds me of them kind of rehearsing their death and their performance. It's like, yeah, count with me, watch the step, like one last dance. It's like she's trying to relive that moment, even though it was so like terrible for her. It is again, is at least still better than this current state that she's in. I don't know if this is a grammatical error or translation error. It says, if I just want you to be, because I feel like that is what she said. She sung that I want you to just, let me just have a look. Yeah, she says, I just want you to be my side, not to be by my side. Like, that's a different meaning, to be by my side. I'm sure it could just be down to the broken English. They're not the fluent being in fluent English, but there's still, that is a different sentence to I just want you to be by my side. I'm not sure about this part. I don't look down, want to come up. Even time is asleep in this quiet paradise. I'm not too sure. I guess that means just for her right now, even though she is technically free, I don't know, I'm not too sure exactly what this is inferring or referring to. Even time is asleep. Part of me thinks it's like, not, time isn't moving for her anymore. It's like she's stuck in that moment. Maybe that is it, is what I was saying. She embraced that time when she wasn't herself. She is stuck there, and she's like trying to just bring anyone along with her. Mainly Sua, I imagine, just like come along in this place. It reminds me of a lot of things. Die Banana from Revue Starlight. Soyo from Mygo a little as well. That kind of holding on to something that you can't, holding on to something pretty unsightly that you can't let go of, and it just ends up becoming twisted and not making sense. It's not something, I mean, that is the whole kind of that's the whole, not as I'm thinking, I can't try to think of it, that's the whole meaning around being human, is that all these moments and all these people and places and everything, they're not permanent. They're not. It's not something that will last forever, and that's the beauty in it. So when you see these characters that are clinging on so unsightly to it, you do emphasize with them. You do empathize with them really strongly, because that feeling is very relatable. And they even, especially Soyo for example, and Mizy here, they glamorize those that time, that period, whatever they are yearning for. They make it seem better in their head. They look at it through rose-tinted glasses, and that's something that Soyo eventually realizes in Ave Mujika. But Mizy is not in any sort of headspace to kind of realize that isn't coming back, and that wasn't the time that she thought it was. I don't know though, because I don't want to say there wasn't the time that she thought it was, because it's still absolutely valid and absolutely valid for her to feel like that is a time that she wants to go back to, especially in this state now. And it's not to say that her happiness then was false, but she was still very much trapped in that time. I mean, they were very literally, figuratively trapped, but metaphorically as well. She absolutely was trapped, and she was like, we saw that she was going through it. There's another line that interested me towards the end. Yeah, loved by everyone, even God makes mistakes. At least where we were together. Let the anemones bloom red on the path we crossed. I feel like I want to look up what anemones are. I'm not going to try and assume that I know what they are. And it's a flower, yeah, obviously. Anemone flower meaning love, affection, protection from evil, sincerity, forsaken love, and death. So this one, with the obviously blooming red, you think of love and blood and death like this. That's the red, the kind of juxtaposition of it. Feels like a bit of Huna here. Like, even though this journey they were on was paved in blood, it was a joy for Mizy to be with Huna. And I feel like that's a relationship we don't know too much about, apart from in that one of the comics towards the end, where we kind of get them bickering, and we get their two different, differing ideological perspectives on just this entire thing. But yeah, the thing is, all these lines, they feel like they could absolutely relate to any character you kind of want it to, if you think about it hard enough, which is one of the joys of Alien Stage, is one of the I can't praise it enough for that kind of thing, where there are lots of different interpretations of these lyrics, of these visuals, of everything, and well, most of them are valid, obviously. You get some more toxic, some more bad faith ones, but that's just pretty typical in fandoms of this ilk. Yes, so to me the whole song is Sua kind of directed, but at the same time it's also directed at all the other characters that she loved, Till, Ivan, Huna, and herself, that other self of hers that we pretty much saw up until Karma. I can't remember when the kind of twist was with Mizy. It was that comic, maybe between Karma and Weege. But yeah. Yeah, that kind of "there's no one listening" line on this Alien Stage, just the two of us. It does feel like, as much as it feels intentfully directed towards Sua, obviously that's her and Sua are the thing for her. That is like this canon relationship. It feels like she's also just calling out for anyone, like anyone, any connection, any of the warmth that she experienced back then that she no longer has now. I mean, the visual I've been looking at the whole time kind of just says it all, really. It kind of, it reminds me of the line at the start of her looking in the mirror. It feels like she's looking at herself more than anything here, rather than the viewer looking at her. I don't know. It's just so good, so good. You can't expect nothing less from Alien Stage. They sure know how to make good music videos, good characters, good story, good visuals, good everything. It's just so high quality, and it's just great to know that there's more coming, and that it's also kind of exciting that we don't know when either. Like this, I had personally, maybe there was rumors or there was it was confirmed, but personally, I'm not as tapped in to the fandom or the space as I am other stuff. So I really had no idea this was coming, and then it just dropped, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna watch this on camera, because I really love the Alien Stage videos. I love doing them and hearing everyone's thoughts and comments. So yeah, this was a great sub song. It's up there. It's up there with I'm trying to think of my faves, with Paradise and Heart as well. They're all really good. They are all really fantastic. Sub song is the right, yeah. I was thinking of cover and sub mixed up. But anyway, that's that. Really good. As expected. Please leave your thoughts in the comments what the meaning. I'm sure there's several different interpretations. I'm sure you probably disagree with a lot of what I said, and you might agree with some of what I said. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day, as long as you have your reasonings and you're polite with it, and we can discuss it. I'm more than happy to in the comments, and more than happy to get me thinking about other perspectives and other side of these things, because there's always so much to dig into with Alien Stage. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I don't know when I'll see you next, like I said, but yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.